Hey, what's going on, man? Coach Tyler here with Black Diamond Softball and Fitness. Got a brand new episode of the Foul Pole Daily Show for you. Today is Wednesday, January 17th. I hope your day is going great. We are a little bit late getting this one out today, but nonetheless, we are getting it out to you. We got some big news I'm going to give you towards the end of this episode in regards to our YouTube channel. If you haven't checked that out yet, right now, man, I'm telling you, is a good time to go ahead and get involved with that and kind of see what we're all about. That's youtube.com/@foulpole. And if you haven't checked out our blog yet, please do so. That's foulpole/wixsite.com. So we got a lot of different content we're pushing out. We're doing a lot of different cool stuff. So tonight is our virtual recruiting seminar. We have Coach Mandy Baldiff coming on with us. It's at 8 o'clock East Coast time. There's still time for you to get in on that. If you do want to get in on that, all you have to do is send me an email or send me a DM, and you can do that to Black Diamond Softball and Fitness. So hit us up on Facebook or shoot me an email. It's blackdiamondsoftballandfitness@gmail.com. Hit us up. We'll talk about it a little bit. I'll send you that information. That way you or your team or whoever can join you in, get in on the Zoom. So Coach Mandy's going to come on. It's going to be about 30 to 45 minutes long. And then we'll be doing a Q&A at the end. We're going to try to get as many of those questions in as possible. I'm anticipating quite a few getting in there tonight. So it's going to be pretty cool. So make sure you don't miss that. Again, email us at blackdiamondsoftballandfitness@gmail.com or shoot me a DM over there on Facebook, and we'll make sure you have that information. Really, the reason that I'm doing today's episode is to give you my 3 biggest tips. And they're not really, glass-shattering, earth-rattling tips. These are just things that I think are the most important to me when it comes to the recruiting process. Now, it is a huge, huge world when we're talking softball recruiting. And there's so much that kind of goes into that. But there's 3 things that, not necessarily if you focus on just these 3, but if you bring some sort of attention to these 3, it'll guide you and put you where you need to be, and it'll help you make decisions further and further down the road. So number 1 is going to be talking with coaches. More importantly, emailing college coaches. Okay. Number 2 is going to be our social media accounts. And number 3 is getting to the right camps. So if we backtrack and we talk about emailing, and look, all 3 of these kind of roll in together. Okay. All 3 of these are sort of how you present yourself as a ball player. So parents, how our kids are presenting themselves as a ball player and as a person. Same thing with the coaches. These are 3 big topics for me. Okay. So number 1, with those emails, make sure we're sending the right emails. If you're coming to a camp, let them know you're coming. Put the pertinent information on there. Have a good subject line. That subject line is almost like a thumbnail to a video. So if you like watching YouTube, whatever, a lot of it goes into that thumbnail. If the thumbnail looks like crap, you're probably not going to click the video. Well, if the subject line on an email is hard to understand or it looks like crap, we're probably not going to click on that email right away. So, make sure that subject line has who you are, your class. Maybe they're not even talking to 26s right now, but they're going to save that email. Or if they are, they're looking for 26s. Make sure they know that you're 26. If they're looking for a pitcher, make sure you have your positions in there. Okay? They don't want to get to the end of the email and go, well, crap, she's a third baseman. I thought this was a pitcher the whole time. Or I say, oh, crap, she's a pitcher. I was looking for a third baseman. Have something in there that helps you stand out. And emails, man, you can email them about anything. That's the cool thing about an email. It's not like you're standing there and you've been put on the spot like you're in an elevator with, Coach Patty Gasser, and you're like, oh, crap, what do I say to her? Right? And you're all nervous. Your palms are sweaty, this and that. No, this is an email that you can craft over time. It doesn't have to be something that you just typed up today and shot it out there and your grammar's all jacked up and you didn't proofread it. You can send this over to someone else. Send it to a guidance counselor. Send it to a teacher. Send it to your parents. Send it to your coach. Let them look at it. Have them proofread it for you. You could be emailing Coach Gasso happy holidays last year. Say December 24th. You shot her a happy holidays message. And in there, you had a video highlight of yourself getting your work in. The subject line could have been happy holidays from, a 2026 catcher, GPA this, pop time that. The first line on there was a highlight video of you getting your winter workout in. And then underneath that, hey, Coach Gasso, my name is so-and-so from wherever. Wishing you a happy holidays. I'm putting in work, and I know you guys are too. You send them your profile sheet. Of course, we talked about that earlier. And then maybe they'll click on that highlight video or not. Who knows? Maybe. And that's it. It's quick and easy. They're probably not going to respond to it. But then you have another email somewhere down the road. Hey, Coach Gasso, just want to let you know I'm coming out to your prospect camp on whatever date. You had just maybe put in 2 video clips this time. I'm looking forward to getting out there and talking to you, whatever. Okay? Emails. That's my number one priority when it comes to this recruiting process. Something that you can do that's easy. Now, there are a lot of things out there that are more important in the recruiting realm than emails. But for me, when you're getting started, you got to hone in on your email writing skills. Okay. Number 2, social media. In this whole recruiting process, your social media account can really throw away all the hard work you've done. So make sure that you have social media accounts that are dedicated to nothing but softball. Okay. That is sort of your recruiting gym that you're showing off to the world. Okay. Twitter, TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, wherever you're at, whatever you're doing, make sure that is sort of a part, in your toolbox. Okay. You're following the right teams and coaches in this and that. You're staying in tune with what they're doing. You're sharing their stuff. You're retweeting their stuff. When you go to a camp, you're shouting them out. That kind of stuff. It makes them feel good, man. You go to a camp and you take a picture and you put it on your social media. What that does is that shows other athletes and other parents and other families that you went there. They lean into that keeping up with the Joneses. So now they know, well, oh, little Susie came and she shouted us out or whatever. Maybe little Susie's friends will also want to come in the future. It's a way for that school to make money. It's a way for them to get their name out there and do that kind of stuff. So shout them out and they might shout you out as well. But make sure it's clean. If you're rocking a TikTok and half of it's softball and half of it's you out there doing hoopty dances, don't put that out there, man. You're going to ruin yourself because at the end of the day, these colleges are all about their image. They want to uphold their right image and their core values and their certain standards and stuff like that. And I know everybody does this TikTok mess and all that stuff. But at the end of the day, we're trying to be professional. So be as professional as you can on your social medias. It's out there. You can't get those videos back. And we're going to finish up with getting into the right camps. Make sure you're doing your research, okay? You need to know a little bit about that school before you jump out there and just get into a camp or go to a camp. Because at the end of the day, these camps make money for the schools. Okay, there are differences between these mass email camps and there's a ton of kids out there and it's just a glorified practice. That's an expensive practice, right? And then you have these prospect camps where they're actually trying to figure out who fits the mold, who they can see fit in their program. You're looking at the camps with like 10, 12, 15, 20, 30 athletes, and they're trying to pick between those. Those are the real camps that have some substance in regards to recruiting. Don't just go to a camp on a whim and say, oh, I went to a camp at Duke. But you have nothing, you don't know anything about Duke other than they have a softball program. You don't know where it's at. You don't know anything about the environment. You don't know any of the coaches. You don't know anything about the campus. You don't know what kind of degree programs they have. You don't know anything about the cost. You're just going there hoping that they like you and they give you an offer. That's not the way to do it, man. That's backwards. That's exactly backwards. I had a good buddy of mine. We were talking last night about running that journey, running their own race and talking about their kids and stuff. His daughter had her methods set out the way she wanted to do things. It worked out for her to where she had a rainy day and she went out and visited campuses, didn't even get on the ball field, didn't go to a camp. She went out and visited campuses of those schools that were like her top 5 list. And when she got all said and done with that, she was able to take some of those schools off of her list and never went to a camp, never talked to any of those coaches just because the way the campus was set up or where the campus was or how it looked or whatever. And then she was able to replace those schools that she took off her list with new schools. Then once she honed down her list, then she started going to camps and having correspondence with the coaches and that kind of stuff. So, there's different ways to go about this. But if you're only getting to campus for camps and you're trying to figure out if that's going to be a good fit, man, You don't play softball 24 hours a day. You're not going to be at the athletic complex 24 hours a day. You need to figure out what degree programs they have. You need to figure out a whole bunch of stuff that goes into your life other than softball. Okay, granted, you're going to play a lot during the season. You're going to be on the softball field quite a bit, but there's also 8 other months out throughout the year that you're going to be there. Okay, so finding those right camps and make sure those are recruitable options is key. All right, so those are my 3: emailing coaches, your social media, and getting to the right camps. All right, tonight we do have a wonderful opportunity to sit down with Coach Mandy from the National Scouting Report. Please, if you want to get involved in that, there's still time to get the link. Shoot us an email, hit us up on Facebook at Black Diamond Softball and Fitness, and I'll make sure you get that link. And as promised, I told you there was some big news about our YouTube channel. Well, as the softball season gets underway, each week we're going to be breaking down a game of the day. So we're going to be taking some game that catches our eye that we want to pay closer and closer attention to. We're going to break that game down over on our YouTube channel. So if you're not yet subscribed to the channel, please do so. Check out kind of what we do. We did this a little bit in the past last year on our other YouTube channel, Black Diamond Softball and Fitness. But on the Foul Pole to Foul Pole channel this year, we're going to be doing it as well. So a lot of opportunities for you to kind of check that out and get my perspective on things. I'm looking forward to it. The technology is there for me to kind of break down, give you my thoughts on things. So really, really good opportunity for us. All right. That's going to do it for today's episode. Again, check us out tonight. If you want to get in on it, hit us up, shoot me an email, hit me up on Facebook. Let me know. I'll definitely make sure you have that link. If you know someone that wants to get involved with that, please share it with them. And if you share it with a friend, be sure you tell them you love them.